Hi, Dennis. My name is Tom Cotter.
Hi, Tom Cotter.
We had fun over at Bob's, maybe a year and a half ago or something, and I'm cruising around the Carolinas now looking for stuff, and I just happened to call Bob, and he said, I got a friend over there in Greenwood. So what do you have that's of interest?
You got a few minutes?
We're going to spend 8+ hours on the road. What could be better? Well, I'll tell you what could be better. Spending 18 hours on the road. I've got the two Cook brothers here. I'm Tom Cotter. I want to thank you.
Tom.
Your name is?
Andrew.
And your name is?
Dennis.
Dennis. Dennis and Andrew Cook. And their dad owned a business, an antique car restoration business, and started to buy up a lot of stuff. And I guess he passed away when?
6 years ago.
6 years ago, and now there's a lot of stuff left over. Huh? So I walked up and I said, is that a Crosley with a Jeep nose on it?
I really think you just smelled
The
it.
frame.
There's no way to recognize it. Nobody's ever walked up and understood and knew what that was immediately. That's just crazy.
So that's what it is.
Yeah. But there's more to it than that.
So it's got like a Ford hood emblem on it, I guess.
Yep.
Like a
Little 37 Ford hood.
These are heavy. Is this car trim?
Well, that's bed trim for a Chevrolet pickup.
Wow, it's heavy. When was the last time this was uncovered?
A couple, 3 or 4 years ago.
Is that right?
Yeah.
And he wound up with it.
I got some bungeed over here. We got some rust in the hood. Oh, so this hood is not the hood.
Correct.
Okay.
It's a homemade body.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Huh. Now it says V8.
Yep, that's what it is.
You gotta be kidding. Jeez.
Let's go over there behind you with it.
So this was a home-built car, huh?
Yes, sir.
They called these specials back in the 50s. Yeah, 37 Ford hood. Look at that.
Yep, 37 Ford dash.
Huh. Was this built locally, you think?
Absolutely.
Hudson taillights?
No, those are 49 Chevrolet.
Ah, okay.
Same one that my front bumper come off of. Beautiful running car.
No kidding.
Runs great.
So that's lead in the back.
Yep. Boat tail speedster.
Right. It looks like a bumper car. That's crazy. So what does it got for an engine?
That is the interesting part.
That's the interesting part. V860.
Yeah.
No kidding. Most Ford flathead engines, most common ones, are 85 horsepower. This is a 60 horsepower. It was a no-cost option that people could order to get better gas mileage, as if gas mileage mattered in the 30s and 40s when gas was 20 cents a gallon.
Wouldn't pull the hat off your head in a full-size car.
Right.
No
right,
power.
Right.
And this one would fly.
But midget racers love those things.
Rebuilt engine. When the car was built, it runs beautiful.
Wow.
Stick a battery in it now, it'd probably take an hour and a half to get it running.
So let me ask you, all these cars I'm seeing here, are these for sale?
A lot of them are, yeah.
A lot of them are. All right, so if somebody watching this show liked this car, what would you ask for that?
Never put a price on it.
You don't put a price on it?
I hadn't.
Oh, okay.
This has been one that we had dreams about.
Or nightmares.
Where I'm going with it.
Yep. Okay, so this is your dad's business. This was a repair shop, a restoration shop?
Both.
Both, yeah. So J.P. Cook, he was a racer. Would he race flathead Fords?
Mainly 6-cylinder Chrysler.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? Huh. Your dad passed away, and then you're stuck with all this stuff, and you've spent your lives kind of getting rid of it, I guess?
Really? Well, what we tell people, we're just two old guys sitting in rocking chairs selling off our children's inheritance.
Yeah. Can we follow you around?
Yeah.
That'd be great.
I'm gonna let you guys go.
All right,
Pleasure to
man.
meet you.
Dennis, it's a pleasure meeting
You
you.
guys have a great time.
We
All
will.
right.
Don't tell them no lies.
All right. That's the honesty program.
Thank you. Was your dad mostly a Ford guy?
He loved his Fords, mainly 36s and any kind of early Fords.
Yeah. I'm pretty much a Ford guy too.
Yeah.
I just drove a car like this across the United States,
Yeah.
from New York to San Francisco. 2 weeks.
2 weeks, huh?
Yep.
How many flat tires?
0.
0.
We had to fake it because we didn't ever broke down, so I faked a flat tire
Yeah.
once just for the photo.
Oh, yeah.
Wow. So your dad restored this. Did he restore cars for customers?
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Now this right here is an attractive little item to me. So this is an 85 horsepower flathead souped up with a fixed and high-rise aluminum intake manifold with 2 Stromberg 97 carburetors, Edelbrock heads, maybe a 39 transmission. Is this out of one of your dad's race cars?
Well, it was one that was run locally around here. Basically done a rebuild on it. Put it in a 35 Ford pickup for a while.
The great running engine?
Yeah.
Is that for sale?
Yeah.
How much you want for that?
Probably about 35.
3,500.
Yeah.
Well,
No way in the world you could build the engine for that.
No, I know, yeah. So this has got aluminum finned heads,
Yeah.
high compression heads, and they were finned so you could help cool it because flathead engines ran hot anyway. You put aluminum heads on there and it ran even hotter when it ran fast. Well, that's a neat piece. And here's a rubber bumper MG midget. So the cars out in the front yard here, those I guess are for sale. Huh?
Yeah, a lot of those for sale. Some of them's already sold.
So we might as well start here. Don't see many of these around.
Yeah.
Is it 56, 57?
Yeah. 56.
56 Plymouth Savoy.
Yeah, that one I got to do some work on.
It looks like it's complete right down to the hubcaps.
It is.
Is it a pretty good body?
Oh, yeah. Very good.
Really? Is this like a 64 bird?
62.
62.
30,000 actual miles.
How many?
30.
30,000?
Yeah.
So original paint. So
Yep.
this thing would buff up, huh?
Oh, yeah. It'll clean up nicely.
Is that like a 410 in here or something like that?
That's 390 engine.
390, okay. Oh boy, that's sweet. And this is a good runner.
Oh, yeah.
That's a neat old car. Now this is a Crest Liner, isn't it?
51. Not very many of those made.
No, not at all. So this was a special edition Ford two-door sedan that was made in 51. You can tell 51 because it's got these chrome strips on the side, and there's a 49 or a 50 over there, and I'll show you the difference when we get over there. But Ford just mildly changed the style here. They had not yet come out with a hardtop, so this is still a sedan. So they came out with this Crest Liner, and it had this extra piece of trim going down there. It said Crest Liner. Sometimes they were two-tone. Much of the time they had a vinyl top on them.
That one originally did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This one had originally, yeah.
It was originally bought in Greenwood.
This one new,
Yeah.
no kidding.
The guy worked as an online mechanic that bought it at the Ford place.
Oh, wow. So that's a pretty rare car. So what's that for sale for?
6,500.
Does it run?
Oh, yeah.
It runs.
Needs a set of points in it, and
Uh-huh.
you probably need to clean the fuel system, set of tires, of course, and do the brakes on it.
A little bit of floor work.
Oh, yeah.
But it looks pretty darn
That's
good.
pretty common.
Oh, yeah, I'd say. For some reason, I don't know what it is, maybe from when I was a kid, but I like these steering wheels. It's kind of the first car with the steering wheel ring. I like the dashboard. It had this kind of checker pattern aluminum, and it was all across the dash. It was to give it like a jet fighter plane look or something. Well, that's a pretty neat car. 6,500 seems fair for a running car. So this is an unusual car.
Yep.
Kaiser?
51 Kaiser.
Yeah. I didn't know anything about Kaisers. Look at that dash. Look at all those gauges and radio knobs and things. So this is last on the road in 69.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, actually,
69 plate on
been
it.
sooner than that, later than that, because South Carolina done away with the front tag.
Oh, I get it. Okay. So that's a flathead, 6-cylinder, 1 barrel. Is that a 1 barrel or 2 barrel?
I think that's 2 barrel.
Yeah, it looks like it. And distributor comes out of the middle of the head.
Yeah. Very much like Plymouth and Dodge.
Is this a runner?
Oh, yeah.
It is. Yeah. Is that black or blue?
Black.
It's a nice car. That's a 40 Buick?
Nope, 39.
39 Buick.
One of the rarest cars on the place.
Why is that?
Look at that and tell me if you see anything very unusual about it. You're an old car guy.
Yeah, but I'm a Ford guy.
Well, what I'm talking about, you will be able to notice right away. If you look.
All right, well, don't tell me.
Give you a hint. Look up.
Sunroof.
Wow, eh?
Holy mackerel.
Originally called a Tarrant Top.
No kidding.
That was very common in the bigger cars, but this is a Buick Special, which is the cheap edition. And someone ordered it with the factory Tarrant Top.
That's crazy.
The car came out of Georgia, so I figure some dignitary or some politician, you might say.
Yeah. That is unbelievable, and looks to be in good shape too.
Yeah, very good. The whole car is very, very solid.
Yeah. All right, so what do you ask for the sunroof Buick here?
Got 12 on it.
12,000.
Yes,
okay.
sir.
Good solid car. I mean,
Good-
that's when
good-
they made
great solid car.
That's when they made metal.
Yeah.
That was metal. That's amazing. I've never seen that in my life. That's such a beautiful design. But boy, look at the rust on that hood. Ooh. So if you think about it, in Detroit, there was the Packard Plant, which was one of the most spectacular automotive assembly plants in the world, and now it's just fallen to pieces, literally fallen to pieces. The bridge fell down not long ago, goes across the road, and this car kind of resembles what that plant looks like now. It's sad. Once a magnificent plant, this was once a magnificent car. It's seen just better days. So we looked at that 51 Ford a few minutes ago, and you saw the chrome strip going down the side. Well, this is what, if you took that chrome strip off, this is what it would look like. It has this raised bump here and these taillights. And Henry Ford didn't throw anything out. So if he came out with a new car, he would try to use all those old parts. And he used the old quarter panels from the 49 and 50s to put on the 51 and just put a piece of trim on there with a bigger taillight. The 51 Ford was made during the Korean War, and it was hard to get high quality metals to make the chrome strip on the side. So those things rotted away pretty bad. They couldn't get, I guess it was copper that you put on before chrome, and those strips rotted off the cars. So it's rare to see one that has strips on. And now they remake them. They make reproductions probably in China. Buick Grand Sport. All right.
Well, almost.
Really?
Grand National.
Grand National. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Now that one I can start up for you.
Can you?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Oh, good. We like to see cars start up.
That car I bought, it had 66,000 extra miles on it. Was bought new here in Greenwood. Wow. And I still got all the original paperwork, original paint on it, original upholstery.
How many miles you got on there now?
It's a little over 90,000.
Uh-huh.
So, you know.
All right, so when was the last time this was started?
About a month ago.
A month ago, okay. So it shouldn't be a big deal.
No.
Wow, that wasn't too bad. Let's see what the interior looks like. Oh, that could be cleaned up nicely.
Oh yeah. The paint is checked up a little bit on it. But most cars in the mid-80s, if the paint was still on them, they would be checked up a little bit.
Yeah, you're right. So how many miles are on this?
93,000.
93,000.
I bought the car about 10 years ago. Well, no, about 4 years ago. It had 66,000 actual miles on
So
it.
you drove it a lot.
Oh yeah.
What would you take for this car?
I'd say 20.
20,000.
Yes, sir.
All right. Well,
It needs a little tweaking here and there, but basically it's a good solid old car.
Yep. That's a 31?
Yeah.
31 Deluxe Roadster. Wow. Rumble seat.
We restored that car from the ground up.
It's got a rumble seat, so you could step on this bumper and then step on this fender. There's plates here, and slide in so two people could sit back in here. Luggage rack. This got all the accessories. You got more back here?
Oh yeah. Well, they're getting few and far between back here, but you know, they
Oh
are.
yeah. Oh geez. That's a C-cab T.
Yep, that's actually what started all this,
That car.
that car.
Like, tell me how that happened.
Well, when I first got out of racing, he had the body there and gathered up parts and put it together and said, well, that's what I'm gonna do now.
So this was the first one. No kidding. What year you figure that was?
About 63, 64, something like that. To give you an idea of what time frame that was, that was the phone number on those signs,
Oh,
OR81972.
isn't that something? Yeah. So you could tell why they call it a C-cab pickup. It's got a big C cut out on both sides, allow easy entrance and exit. It's a metal body, real thin metal, cloth top. So I guess for sentimental reasons, they'd probably hold on to that one. You ever take these on a tour back in the day?
Oh yeah.
Huh. See, stuff like this, the problem with stuff like this is that nobody appreciates it anymore. It's too old, it's a lot of work, and they don't have any resale value. Look at all the wood structure here. This is all lumber, probably from Henry Ford's forests. So it was basically a wood framed body that they tacked tin onto. That's pretty cool back here, Andrew.
Yep, man. Now you was wanting a story now.
Yeah, you got a story?
The last time this truck was ran
Uh-huh.
was back around 1962, 63. It was driven out to the Greenwood Speedway. We won the point championship out there that year and rode the flagman and the driver around the track on this truck. Was the last
That's
time
it,
was drove.
1963. It's been here since. I bet that would run too.
Oh yeah, with a little tinkering.
Yeah, yeah. Well, Andrew, it's been an honor to see what your father collected here. I wish I could have been here 10 years ago to see.
Oh yeah, yeah, no doubt.
Man, no kidding. But thanks for
Yes,
spending your
sir.
morning with us, man.
Glad to have you. Come back to us. And, never know.
Thank you.
I'm sure I'll pass across again.